Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to talk about the private toy company MGA and the facts why the doll brands had the real scandals and a lot of negative comments spread by fans. I want to break down everything smoothly. The first fact that I will talk about is the most disappointing changes being made to the Rainbow High animated series, and the second one is the false advertisements for the unreleased Bratzillaz dolls, including the Rainbow High costume ball. This video is not for kids, it's for adults only. You have been warned. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. In March 2022, Rainbow High Season 3 premiered, and it has a lot of stories to tell, from Pacific Coast High and Shadow High to Rainbow Vision competition. But to be honest with you all, this season has only one episode about Pacific Coast High and 4 or 5 episodes about Shadow High. The most disappointing changes of the show are, first, the writers didn't give any students from the different schools a credit for being a part of Season 3. Second is the Rainbow Vision, which is a music competition that nobody likes to watch. And third of all, was the reveal of the winner. I was also shocked that River broke up with Amaya. When I rewatched the scene, I was like, oh my god, River is so freaking emotional. Get it together, boy. The writers didn't explain why they shouldn't get back together after the breakup.
Oh my god, men are so fucking emotional. Like, get it together, you know?
I mean, sure, River is just freaking out about being forgotten because Phaedra Westward from Pacific Coast High replaced him as the new co-host of Rainbow Vision TV. But the writers thought that Rainbow Vision TV needed more schools represented to compete in the battle of the bands. I honestly feel bad for this couple, and I hate that the writers didn't give more screen time to River and Amaya after the breakup. And even though she is a guest model of Project Rainbow and a shimmer of the Rainbow world, but what about River? Why isn't he here when he really wants to get her back? I am just disappointed. I was also confused about the workshops. When I watched, it was like, okay, but the most anticipated moments that really caught my eye in a good way are the scenes when Nicole and Ash dance together, as well as Gabriella and Finn dance together. And of course, Natasha Zima's song. It's so catchy in my opinion. The writers couldn't give any information about why the students decided to do the workshops that nobody cared about. It's just so pointless. When Season 3 continued, I was still in Team Shadow High, and I hated that the Devious twins, aka Laurel and Holly, sabotaged Natasha Zima's performance. It was her big day, and you girls didn't even get their chance to shine. But then they do this. The alliance between the Storm twins and the Devious twins happened, and they sabotaged the performances of those darn dolls and the Kingsley boys. They are just sabotaging the contestants' performances for no reason. But luckily, Avery and Ainsley didn't let them backstage. And thank God, Neon Shadow performed. And they did the best that they could. But for the Rainbow Divas, they performed really well. But I hate that they are breaking up because Milene and Aisha didn't want Sabrina to be a part of the group at all. And then they kicked her out because they wanted to break up. And now Sabrina is going solo. The writers didn't explain why they should beef about Sabrina. She is also a part of the Rainbow Divas, you know. When the Rainbow Vision finals continued, Sabrina performed her own single, My Heart Wants to Be a Star. And I have got to say that Sabrina performed so well, loudly and proudly. She's really great and she proved to the world how she can sing. We didn't even get to see the other members of the Rainbow Divas react to Sabrina's performance, but that is what it is. Now let's talk about the shocking change in the season 3, the Royal 3. We got to see Tiara, Song, and Tessa Park speak, but the only character who didn't talk was Minnie Choi. She didn't even say anything. The writers needed to come up with her voice acting already. This is not the right way to do it. Get it together, people. When I watched their performance of Spotlight, the choreography was okay, but the song itself was so catchy. But I was so hyped that Neon Shadow would win the Rainbow Vision, but they didn't win in the competition because of the most viewed song, Spotlight. NMGA keeps promoting the song because the Royal 3 is the most voted band that the fans voted on the official Rainbow High website. I know that you will say that the Royal 3 deserved to be the winners, but why do you hate them? Well, first of all, I voted for Neon Shadow. And second, they should win because of their spectacular performance. And after watching season 3 finale, I was right all along. Rainbow Vision sucks. The writers were obsessed with the Royal 3 and then they chose them as the winners over Neon Shadow. And when the Royal 3 got the trophy, they didn't even say their speech. They just said, "Thank you, Rainbow Vision," and that's it. The writers really messed up with season 3, and it's terrible. And you will say, "Miles, this show was made for kids, and Rainbow High is a adult brand for young girls. And the company is just marketing the brand for kids. Not for adults, but for kids." I am just bursting into flames for literally no reason.
That's it. I've had it!
As for season 4, aka Project Rainbow, the company leaked on Amazon's website that in Skylar's design studio playset description, Skylar is the winner of Project Rainbow competition, and they spoiled the whole story in front of the fans. Because the company wanted OG Girl to win, and things could get so much worse. I found out the information from a YouTuber who did a review on Rainbow High Season 4 in a very strategic way, including the mistreatment of the characters and why this season was balls. I don't remember the name of this user, but if you do know him, please let me know below because I support his opinions about why Rainbow High Season 4 was a complete mess, and crediting someone is so important. Anyways, back to the video. The writers of the show treated the characters so badly, but it's not the voice actors' fault. They did a great job at voicing Shadow High and Rainbow High characters, don't get me wrong. It's not the voice actors' fault, okay? But it's the writers' fault. Because they are the ones who are in control of the actual show. So you can say that it's the writers' fault. Blame them. The only characters who had most voice acting and most screen time from different contestants are Rex McQueen and Michelle St. Charles. They are the ones who talked a lot and they had a lot of screen time. But you will say that Skylar is the one who got more screen time. Well, maybe Skylar is a confident fashion designer and contestant. But I think you're right, my beloved fans. Skylar Bradshaw is the one who had more screen time. She maybe talked a few times, but when it comes to the finale of Project Rainbow, she proved that her fashions speak for themselves. I prefer Chanel's fashions because they are the superior. And by the way, These fashions are from Ainsley's fashion trunk show playset. And the fashions that Skylar made are from the Color and Create doll line. When I watched the reveal of the winner of Project Rainbow, I was like, oh, hell no! Chanel should have won Project Rainbow instead of Skylar. And then I complained about why the finale was a real lackluster, and it was really disappointing.
You are scum! You're worthless, spineless, rotten to the core! That's it! We are no longer friends! I hate you! We are done! If you ever try to speak to me again, I will literally strangle you! Come over when you get this. It's Dan.
But for season 5, aka Rainbow World, Sunny Madison and her friends went on their own adventures in Rainbow World, meeting the Moonbows, discovering the Sparkle Glow, and pets. I started to hate this season in general because this is not what Rainbow High used to be, because Rainbow High is all about grace, love, action, and masterpiece. Not magic, slime, pets, little sibling, sister talent show, and finding your true color.
Shouldn't you be going down to your next version of Earth with your selfie-craving starfucker sidekick?
And I'm gonna tell you, man, letting your true color shine is like letting the capitalism shine. And capitalism can show its true colors. And MGA is such an unworthy company because they just don't know what they're doing. I think season 5 is the worst season of all, in my opinion. Now let's talk about the false advertisements of MGA. Before we get into the next fact, I will tell you something that you didn't know. When I was a kid, I used to be a fan of both franchises, like Monster High and Bratzillaz. I watched the iconic Fright Song and Glam Gets Wicked music videos, and I enjoyed them a lot. You could say I am a lover of monsters and witches. But enough about me. Let's get on with the fact number 2. On Halloween 2022, we saw the 6 unreleased Bratzillaz dolls from the 2013 doll line. They look wickedly good and awesome, but I think the reason why these dolls weren't released in the public is that they are just prototypes. And no, the company doesn't think that these dolls were too scary for kids because they tried to compete with Mattel's Monster High. And no, it's not about the decline in sales. It was the retailers themselves. No hate. I love Bratzillaz, Rainbow High, and Shadow High with a passion. But this is not the right way to do it. MGA should just apologize. But luckily enough, I found out that on the internet, there were some people on Reddit who made the custom dolls of Abracadabra and Corinthia Unicornia. They look so cute! Corinthia looks exactly the same, just like in the original images. But the outfit from One of a Kind Abra doll doesn't look exactly the same, just like in the original photos, except for her head sculpt. You know, the patterns, the makeup, well, you get the point. But it's okay, the customizer did the best that she could, and I think Abra looks so gorgeous. It's a shame that these dolls weren't released in the public. But I'm off topic though. I'm very, very off topic. This company should be ashamed for not releasing these dolls. And I hate to say it, but it's true. MGA is a private company that spreads lies because of their false advertising of the current brands. And don't even get me started on Rainbow High Costume Ball Special. Demi Batista and Eliza McPhee are wearing clothes that don't exist. And Lola's outfit is just a recolor of Meline's second outfit. And this is another false advertisement coming from MGA. They just don't know what they're doing. We we saw over 2 false advertisements from MGA so far. They were very entertaining but really backstabbing for doll collectors. But at least we got to hear the unreleased Bratzillaz song called Here We Come, sung by the one and only Jordan Kane. It's a perfect song and I listen to it every day when I play it. Jordan Kane is also the singing voice of Caddy Noir from Monster High. But this is not the point of this video. MGA should make more of the songs like these, but it is what it is. I swear to God, if there will be a Shadow High sizzle reel with the unreleased dolls, just like the company did the same thing with the Bratzillaz, I am going to scream so loud in a bad way. Because MGA couldn't give a damn about the high quality fashions and releasing the prototypes as the actual dolls themselves. And the fans felt like they were robbed. And it was a complete disaster. Let's just say that MGA is a private toy company that literally no one talks about. And this company likes to lie in front of adult collectors because of their false advertisements of the unreleased dolls of the different brands which they made by the same company, as they are right now doing the Bratz content and products. And right now, we are surviving the days when it's all about Bratz and Monster High. And of course, this kid-friendly Rainbow High rebranding with Sparkle Glow, slime, and pets. As an audience, we can't take this anymore. And I think it's safe to say that Mattel's Monster High brand is the superior and dominated the toy store shelves this year. As a Monster High fan, it's really awesome to see that Mattel is finally doing something with Monster High since G3 came out. And that is really freaking awesome. Now look, I'm sorry that I have to say this, but Shadow High, Rainbow High, and Bratzillaz are really underrated fashion doll brands because now MGA Entertainment is focusing on the Bratz comeback to compete with Barbie. Why is it always about Barbara Millicent Roberts? I've had enough of this shit. I can't say anything about this because this is a kids channel, but it seems like everything has turned upside down. I am just completely disgusted in a bad way. I hope you all understand what I'm saying because I've had enough of the Rainbow High rebrand. MGA, you should ask yourselves, how fair are you actually to the doll brands? How fair are you actually treating the characters that we know and love? I know that I said a lot of negative opinions, but I can't take any of this crap anymore. These are just my opinions about the private toy company MGA. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you already did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, turn on the notifications, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See ya!